So continuing on, I just showed how to add a little bit of color to your project without adding a lot of water by putting some paint or color on the side, using a mini gel plate, picking up that, and then putting it on your page. So that's how I achieved this look here, is just adding it to the page. You're going to get those nice water droplets. You let it dry and come back with more, and it's going to have a nice depth to it because you're going to be able to see the different layers. You can do this with multiple colors. I'm just showing you this really quick so you can see how to lay down some of this texture. This side, I put the colors directly to the page and then use the jelly plate, and on this side, I put the color on the side, use the jelly plate to add it. Now I'm just going to do a quick dry. I had some leftover paint from the last project, so I am going to stamp this flower again and see if we can get a little better, because the color won't be so deep on this page, get a little better look at watercoloring it with the Color Blast colors. And you see I did not ink this whole thing with my VersaFine Clair. I just mainly wanted to get the flower, so I'm going to get that on there, press it to my page, lift up, and now you can see that flower better. Didn't get the whole thing, but that's okay. I don't need the whole thing in order to show you this little bit of watercoloring that I want to do. So I have the flowers here, and then some green leaves. So I'm going to take the rest of this paint I had from the sprays, the mica powder, the shimmer dust, and I'm just going to start adding color to these little extra pieces here. The stamp set that I used was by Indigo Blue, and it's called Hibiscus. We do carry this particular stamp set, but also others from Indigo Blue, Altenew, Simon Hurley, Ranger, Tim Holtz, lots of different companies. Altenew, did I say Altenew? So you can find a lot of different things, different styles. All in Create has very unique and fun stamps, and they have a lot of stamps that have a lot of collage look on them, so they're really fun to see the images that they've done. And the collage is done for you as it is here, so you don't have to think about how to layer everything yourself. I'm going back into the purple. And again, the VersaFine Clair is a good ink for picking up the details on your stamp. It's also waterproof. It's a pigment ink, so you are able to emboss with it, but it dries very quickly, so it's waterproof, and you're able to, like I'm doing now, come in and do some watercolor without the black running. There are lots of different colors of the VersaFine Clair. I'm not really sure how many there are at the Tilted Brick, but we do have quite a few, and so you can go in there and take your pick. I have quite a collection of them because I like to use like the gray for something a little bit more subtle. I like to use the black for a nice dark image. When I'm building up layers, I like the other. If it's something I don't want the detail to run and smear on, then I use a VersaFine Clair. There's my flowers coming to life here. I've got this other flower over here. On the side. And then to differentiate the flowers a little bit, I'm just going to add a little of this orange in there. Come back in with my grape. Just kind of give it a slightly different tinge so that it is a bit different from the other flower there. I need to add some more of this purple to my palette. And there you go. Now all we need on here is maybe some sentiments, a little bit more texture. Oh, I forgot I have two little buds right here. We're going to fill them in, even though I didn't get as much of the detail with the stamp. They are still there. There's still some color there. Let's see. And I do have a bit of green leaf right here coming over. Again, I didn't pick up all that detail, but that's okay. So we're just adding that to the page. And then I can take my stencil here and I'm going to paint a little bit of this green on this viney stencil. And this green is a nice green color, but it also dries with a very golden hue to it. So even though it's called Olive Grove, I think it's more golden when it dries than green. So I'm just painting this stencil because I want to add some of these vines. So then I'll just take my stencil and I'll place it down onto the page. And lift up. And there I have my vines over here. Let it sit for a second. Make sure all of that color stays. Lift up. It's very subtle when you paint on a, especially with the color that I'm using, it's going to be a very subtle look. You get more. You know, just depends on the stencil you're using, how much color you're using. And if you want a deeper impression, of course, you make sure you use quite a bit of color, but leave it on the page longer so that it soaks in place. I'll do this up at the top. There's my water. And I will let this sit for a second. Add the paper towel to dry. And there, you can see how letting it sit just that little bit longer put more of that stencil shape on there, which is this vine that I'm using from Uniquely Creative. Stencils are very versatile, can add a lot of texture to your project without a lot of work. They come in lots of different shapes, sizes, fun designs. We have several different brands at the Tilted Brick as well. And so now you can see how that vine is showing, and see how it's drying more of a gold than a green color. So it's really shimmery and it's hard to capture that. Again, let me try turning off the light. I did that yesterday and that seemed to help. There you go. You can see that vine a lot better, though you can't see how shimmery it is. There you go. There's the shimmer. So that is using that same hibiscus set, just adding some color without using a lot of water by, again, using a little mini gel plate and putting your color on the side, picking it up with the gel plate, and then just placing it on. We could do that with different colors. I'll add a little bit of this emerald color to my gel plate, and we'll add some color that way. So I'm just dropping it on here, kind of smoothing it out. The water droplets look is going to be fine for what I'm trying to do here, but I will also add a little bit of water to it. So we'll add some water to help it spread around, and then I'll just put it on my page in different spots. Smush, smush, and then on this side, smush, smush. And see, it's just adding an additional texture. And again, this emerald color also dries with more of a shine It still has that color in it, but it's not quite as vibrant as just using the spray. And that's because that's what it's designed to do. It's got the mica in it. So we're just smushing. See how that spreads out and makes an interesting design on the page. And then if you have extras, you can pick it up, move it around. You could do this with a piece of acetate. Just depends on what you're more comfortable with. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of drying. Pick up some of that color there. Let me dry it and see what it looks like. And again, this emerald color, it does have that nice green to it, but also you can see as I tilt it in the light, there's a nice shine. So there's a shimmer at the end of it. So this page, both of these pages actually are quite shimmery and sparkly and catch the light nicely. So I'll come back another time and finish this side with the design. I just wanted to come and show you how you can color that flower in with watercolor. Here's where I tried doing it as well, but I used that resist and so it's not all showing up, but you can see that the ink, the VersaFine, did stamp through, but it resisted the paint when I tried to paint over the flower. So that's an interesting side note. All right, thanks for joining me again, and I'll talk to everyone later. Have a wonderful day.